peace and love.
Let's get into it.
It's just premiered. Everybody's back, I think. We all back. We all ready for this? Apparently there were some streaming issues, but all right. This, hopefully it'll play through fine now. This is my first time checking this out. It's just premiered. This is Wren, Vincent's Tale, The Bedroom. I like that riff.
Have you ever felt...
Oh, sorry, I've got to pause it a sec there. That was grungy. I loved that. There was strong elements of Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead, getting that Kurt Cobain as well, a little bit of Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins. That was a lovely, filthy solo where it went from sort of skill and passion to just sort of raw emotion, you know what I mean? Just bending up the strings like that chromatically. So strong. I mean, I was really feeling the riff at the beginning, and the way it was kind of lo-fi, like in the other room, because that's what like lo-fi is all about. It's just the sound of music playing in the other room, you know what I mean, away from you, and the fact that it kind of opened up when you opened the door. Really nice production, really creative, interesting riff. Did not expect Wren to come in over the top and just play this like grungy, dirty, slightly bluesy kind of solo. Really creative. All right, let's get into this verse and see what's going on.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother, painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days are weeks, the weeks are most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too DK.
There was a lot in that. I'm talking about the mother with the China white and the track marks and self-harm and you guys were saying before I started playing this, it's like this is going to take a few listens to break down every line, because as with Ren classically, like he gets so much in there and it makes it very rewatchable and replayable, which is definitely a good thing, but it's like it hits you, doesn't it? You're just kind of being, it's very confrontational, Ren's lyrics, his music, it's very in your face, makes you think. He helps that along as well musically with how he changes the feel. You might get kind of locked into a riff and a rhythm, and then he'll switch it up and change the whole feel to just kind of snap you out of it. And it would be a bit jarring. It's almost like, it reminds me a little bit of like a Kendrick Lamar beat flip when you're kind of into the song and then it's just like, right, here's something else. Tyler, the Creator, does a similar kind of thing quite a lot. And I feel that Ren's taken influence from that, from those artists, and brought that into what he does. And I've never considered those influences before, but now I've said it, I'm like, damn. Yeah. Okay, let's see where we go.
What kills you when you're living too DK. And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so he don't have to think. Mercy, taste bittersweet. When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth, and the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention all the Vincent van Gogh paintings around the room. Didn't notice it at first, but yeah, we got the sunflowers there and the self-portrait and everything. And I just want to say as well, like, this still hit, where was I? Like 440, remember that. The composition of this visually is extraordinary. Like, let's get him in a bit more of still. There. This is a painting. And a lot of thought has gone into the lighting of this, has gone into the camera placement, has gone into Ren's positioning, use of shadow, the color grading. It's it's really, really special, and it kind of makes me think, like with Ren, it's beyond being a musician. The guy is just an all-round creative. Obviously, he's working with other people. You know, he's got great videographers around him. He's got great producers around him and stuff. But the ideas are coming from him. You know what I mean? The core of it, of the final say of what he wants his art to be, is really exceptional. It's like to the last detail. Every fine point is really thought through, and I thought it was important to kind of mention that, because nothing's happening by accident here. You know what I mean? Like this is great art with a lot of intent. I just think that could be framed. And I've said this before with Ren's music videos. Like if you kind of click through them, every one you land on is like, it could be a painting, you know? And it's this, I like this theme of, about alcoholism, and it's sort of what's the saying, you know, the more you drink, the more it drinks you, you know, kind of takes you away from yourself. And he very eloquently explained the cycle and the decline of alcohol. And you know, because it can start with beer, then that beer turns into 4 beers, turns into 8 beers, turns into 12 beers, then you get onto wine, because beer doesn't get you drunk anymore, and then it's wine, and then wine's not enough, maybe then it's whiskey, maybe then it's vodka, maybe the mixer goes away and you're just hitting it neat before you know it. Yeah, you can't feel your feet, and it's just very, very sad. I've seen it, and the way he describes it, it hits, you know. Let's keep it going. Ah. Okay, musically, this feels like a reference to Ill Manners, Plan B, and I want to say the first track off the album from memory, I think. Drugs rule everything around me, you know, and that is a reference to Dollar Dollar Bill, y'all. Dill. What song is that? Come on, Dan. Is it the Wu-Tang Clan? Help me out, people. Yeah, so the picture that it went into was Van Gogh's room. I just want to say that there's a reference to it. Even the placement there, I don't know, like sunflowers, but the portrait there where he sat, yeah, and the towel. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, we're not messing about. But yeah, if you remember Plan B, I know that Plan B is a big influence on Ren, and I'm really feeling that here. And I mean that in the best of ways, but it feels like a little reference, the way the style of the beat, and with the sirens loud. Let's go from the top of this.
Start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the laws, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up. Chop chop, keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. red and blue kaleidoscope. Some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9. Through his crimes timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed.
Hey. Look where we are, folks. Got to mention how brilliant that beat is. RP Guitars says Wu-Tang Clan Cream. Yeah. Made the money, dollar bill, y'all, okay. All right, I'm glad I got that right. Love the flow, love the beat. And I love the switch of style, you know. This is a double bill. This is 2 songs, but one story, right? And look at where we are. We are back in the alley from the tale of Jenny and Screech. Been here before, and are we linking it back up? Has he just been shot by the policeman? Falls down. Are we picking up from here?
Lines intersect, Rich's fate was designed. Just set the scene, it's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and reach. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Thoughts a muddled, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself. And there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Rich is losing sleep while his whole family's talked up. The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger, damn the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we all are damn forsaken by creation. Revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance. Souls get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal, but slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud, cause you pulled a stitch from the seam. The wound was open weeping, felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow. horror, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
He's only gone and fucking done it. Like, honestly, toward the end of that, I thought to myself, I was like, you haven't paused in a minute, mate. And I was like, I can't. I can't. I'm so in it. You know, I like to sort of, when it gets to the end of a verse, gets to the end of a chorus, I do like to sort of stop and break that down a bit. But as I kind of started out, but then he's taken so many genres, so many influences from different great artists from across the spectrum, from rock, from ska, from rap, from everywhere, right? And brought it all together and used them as storytelling techniques to tell this amazing story. It's one thing to have a great story to tell, to have a concept that has meaning and depth like this does, that you can read into, you can relate to, has different angles, perspectives. When I watched this, I thought of Eminem, I thought of Scroobius Pip, I thought of Plan B. I thought of just so many different things. I was talking about like Johnny Greenwood and Kurt Cobain earlier on. It's like he's taken it all in and learnt from the best of them in every realm and brought it all together into one thing, made it his own, found his own sound within that with all those influences, made it flow seamlessly for 10 minutes to tell a really unique story that takes you through a range of different emotions. I mean, it's really inspiring. It's really, really inspiring. And he's getting better. And I didn't like, honestly, I was kind of at a point with Ren where I was like, this is just amazing. Amazing what he's doing. Where is he going to go? Is he going to keep on elevating, you know? And he is. He's still elevating. He's still growing. Like, I still don't think we've heard his best work. I think he's going to get better and better and better. And that's so fucking exciting. Wow. That's really, it's gone beyond living up to expectations. That's well exceeded them. I'm really, really blown away by that one. What do you think, guys? Claire says, need a proper deep dive on this one. I might have to revisit this and go really into it because there are so many things that were just like flicking across my brain, but I've lost 80% of them just because I was, with a first time listen, it's just like, you seeing the whole picture rather than breaking it down. I tried my best, but I just couldn't keep up. Jackfly says, got a double album coming from him later this year. 26 is going to be a good one, guys. M says, loved the change-ups in style. That last one, Acceptance, loved it. Yeah, I did need a minute. Hems. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very, very good. I love that. That was Ren, Vincent's Tale, The Bedroom.